Closing entries are made at the end of the accounting period to prepare the accounting records for the next period. These entries zero out the balances of temporary or nominal accounts during the current period, creating a fresh start for the next period's transactions. For our last two entries, we have closed the interest income and other income to income summary, and since sales return and sales discount are contra accounts of sale, they are closed to sales account, and the sales account as a nominal account is closed to the income summary. So, the interest income of $1,093 is from the interest income in bank reconciliation of $1,050 and from the interest in the note receivables, which were $18 and $25 respectively. We also need to close the expense account to the income summary account. And how to do that? We just simply debit the whole entire amount of 930,178 to the income summary and crediting all expense account, namely the cost of goods sold of $926,662, bad debt expense of $983, the service charge expense of $180, promotion expense of $500, office supplies expense of $290, and telephone expense of $583, and lastly, the internet expense of $980. We must always remember to have closing entries at the end of every accounting cycle. This process resets the temporary accounts to zero, preparing them for the next accounting cycle. By doing this, closing entries ensure that the financial statements reflect only the current period's activity, maintaining accurate and up-to-date records for ongoing financial analysis and reporting. And good. That is the end of our discussion. So I hope you guys did enjoy the whole duration of the video and at the same time learn something about it. So before we end this video, let me share to you the QR code of our consolidated entries just in case you want to have your own copy of our document. So this has been the group 1 and saying thank you and have a good day.